I don't know about you, but every time I wash my bike, I want to take it for a ride right after to enjoy the extra shininess. Anyway, welcome back to Road Reality. Today, I want to do a special shout out and talk about support systems. It's not necessarily a motorcycle thing, but it could be. So let's get on my 24 Road Glide and talk about it. And I'm going to start with the special shout out. That is to my lovely wife, Mrs. Road Reality. Without her, I would be probably in a grave by now. Honestly, it sounds melodramatic, but it really is true. You know, she got me to see a doctor for the first time years ago, and now I've learned that I need to go at the first sign of things. So just a quick update. I got the gout for the first time in my right knee a few days ago, a week ago, whatever it was. And within a day, the pain was mostly gone. It just feels weird. I trusted her to handle the kids for the morning and let me go to the pharmacy and get my pills. I drove the truck. I mean, I was there in the dark and the rain. Here's a picture. Proof that it happened. Did you record it? If not, it didn't happen, right? Did a video there. Anyway, then with all the stress of the trailer being sold and the shelter being set up, she ordered me anchors for it. I didn't ask her for those. I didn't ask her to research them. She did it of her own accord because she loves me. She is part of my support system. She's a huge part of my support system. Now, I've got to throw shade where shade belongs. When I first started this channel, she was like, I can't believe you're going to spend this much on cameras to maybe post videos on the internet and maybe people will watch. That sounds stupid to me. She was not supportive. So I conned her into getting me my green screen. Thank you very much, dear. I've used it many times. And now that I have 2 monetized channels, she's kind of like, all right, you bought another camera, okay. But she is the big part of the support system. And I couldn't do what I do without her. I couldn't have the motivation to keep coming out here and doing this without you. So thank you very much. Please subscribe and like the video. But there's also other support systems. So in the motorcycle world, clubs often act as their own support system. They become family. And I've long believed that one's family is not necessarily defined by blood. It's more defined by the people you choose to spend your time with. So in my case, it's a little bit of blood and a little bit of water. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's with the whole, you know, my motorcycle buddies. And I spend a lot of time talking to, if not hanging out with, my fellow content creators. They're all good people, and I like talking to them and bouncing ideas off of them, and they help me solution things. So thank you guys and gals for that. Wonder if I have time for a jump off. You think we can do it? We could do it. Let's try it. Knowing my luck, it'll turn green, but this is the shiny 24 Road Glide. Look at that. Oh, pretty in blue. Yes, wonderful bike. Flaws and all the flaws have been fixed so far. Haha, the light turned green, let's go. I do not like holding up traffic. And as another special shout out, my buddy Sean, UCM Pigs, when I sat on the bike and realized that I didn't dry off the seat cushion well enough, I remembered I have a seat cushion on my bike thanks to my buddy Sean. Thanks again, buddy. Yeah, if you didn't see that video, it's right here. But yeah, the seat cushion makes it comfortable, even on my little short rides, makes it more comfortable. It's good to have friends. Hey, that'd be a good title for this video. But I really couldn't do it without my support system. And I want to know from you, leave me a comment below, do you have a support system and how do you define it, right? Is it your local friends, internet friends? I know there's a duct tape community. We've got Dean, Motorbomb Virginia, Ray Gregory Rides, Sick Bastard, Rob's Neighbor, and several others whose names I am forgetting at the moment. My apologies, gentlemen and ladies. But yeah, it's a good little community. They like to help each other out. Oh my goodness. Oh, you know, I don't lean very far, but leaning this bike as much as I just did really kind of set off a tuning fork in my shorts. I love riding motorcycles. Whee! Look around this one too. Look at that. I can do the thing. So there's a lot of ways to get support. And I know that through health insurance companies, you can do like EAPs, employee assistance programs, and you can join support groups for different anxieties and stresses and stuff. But really, when it comes down to it, you need somebody that you can reach out and touch immediately. And it doesn't have to be a physical touch. It can be reaching out via email or text message, that sort of thing. You know, I've got some guys that I lean on a little bit, and I do appreciate them very much. You know, I ask in all my videos, how you doing out there? And I don't think I have in this video, so leave me a comment below. I would look at you, but I'm too busy motorcycling. But leave me a comment below with how you're doing. I do care. And if somebody's having a bad day, just reach out and say hi. You know, you never know what kind of impact you'll have on somebody. Even a short 5-minute phone conversation or back and forth text conversation, messaging, whatever, can really lift your mood. Golly, I got a bug in my ear pad again. Son of a biscuit. Got it out. Okay. It's been a long day. I used the anchors earlier and got the shelter anchored down properly and got power to it. And life is getting a little bit better. I had a number of stresses because I had the trailer, and my wife's got some work stuff, and I've got some work stuff, and we've got the kids, and they're busy. Hey, they put up a high score sign. Nice. But we've got all these stresses. How do you handle it? And I will remind you that I take everything one step at a time. I break it down into little bite-sized chunks, and I tackle 1 or 2 every day. I am mobility impaired. I'm handicapped. I've got a lot of bad joints. I have the gout that pops up every 6 to 8 weeks now. So I'm dealing with a lot, right? And a friend of mine asked me recently, how do you handle all this and not lose your mind? Like, if my bike was giving me so many troubles, I would have gotten rid of it by now. And I'm like, well, it's not that big a deal. In the grand scheme of things, it won't make a difference a year or 2 from now. And I just have to remind myself of that. So I just try to keep a calm head and just take things one step at a time. And since I have not addressed the trailer sale here, I will say that I got decent money for it. Not what I was expecting, but it was enough. And it didn't cost me so much over the 6 or 7 years that I owned it. But I had to sell it because the city was on my ass about it. Somebody complained. And as a neighbor put it the other day, why would anybody complain about you, John? You're the nicest guy on the block. And then somebody else came up to me and said, hey, where's your trailer? I told him I sold it. And he goes, why? I used it as a landmark so I wouldn't overshoot my house. Like, it was helpful to people and it slowed down traffic. 3 other neighbors who have small kids complimented me on my trailer purchase when I first got it because they were like, this is great. Traffic is slowed down in our neighborhood. We worry less about our kids riding our bikes or riding their bikes. So to whomever complained, go pound sand. I have nothing nice to say to you. I have a strong suspicion of who it was, but I won't go into that here. I like to keep things positive and upbeat as much as possible, so I'm swallowing the negativity on this one. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm sure somebody has asked by now what happened to the trailer and why'd you sell it, and that's my reasoning. You know what? I'm going to go straight here. Yep, we're just going to keep riding this road. It's a fun little road. They don't have a turn signal apparently. New Acuras do not include turn signals by default. I guess that's an option they didn't want to pay for. So with all these stresses, my wife and friends have been behind me 100%. I've reached out. They've tried to help me solution. Some of their solutions I didn't like, and I kindly declined them. Thank you anyway. What I came up with for the trailer was the best solution. Wow, look at the red. Oh, I love riding in fall. If you love riding in fall, leave this video a like. I'm backlit, so I'm not going to use the other camera. But I needed that support, and I got that support, and I am very grateful for that support. And you can't ask for a lot more than that. So if I have reached out to you in the last few weeks, well, I guess 2 months ago for a few weeks, I'm pretty delayed at this point. And I haven't mentioned you in this video. I want to apologize right now and say I'm sorry I didn't shout you out, but I can only remember so much while I'm riding my bike. And we need coffee. Coffee. Life is grand if you make it grand, I gotta tell you. You know what? This is a good spot to take a picture of the nice shiny bike. So let's pull over right here. Want to get the horses in the background. Look at that. Hello, horsies. Private property, no trespassing. Do not touch or feed horses. Whoa, gravel. Yeah, let's turn the bike off. nice and quiet. Well, we got our pictures. It's time to ride home. If somebody gets a chuckle, even one person gets a chuckle out of a road reality video, I've done my job and I can sleep like a baby at night, which means I'll drink a bottle, pass out, and poop my pants in my sleep. Oh, what a beautiful day to be out on a bike, and all the leaves are falling right in front of my camera, and I'm just enjoying the hell out of life. So I want to remind you to reach out to your support system, and if you don't have one, get one. Anyway, that's all I got for you today as side wind. It's getting windy season here in the mid-Atlantic. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you appreciate it. If you did, go watch this video next, and don't forget your 2 mantras. 1, you have a 100% track record of making it through a bad day, and 2, do something nice for yourself every day. Maybe it's reaching out to your support system if you need help. Bye!